Now what was that I just did? Oh, I used assets that I made. That was actually a lot dumber of an opening than I thought it was going to be, but anyway. Hello YouTube type people. I'm Montana of MMCL Productions, and actually I'm kind of really the only one, so now I feel really alone. But that's beside the point. Now I know a lot of people are trying to make kind of action short film stuff, like just little short action things like Freddie W. or Brett Skate or Clinton Jones. And though they usually have like the high-end kind of effects, like Action Essentials 2 or NC Cinema, I'm going to show you how you can simply make your own assets for very cheap. I mean, instead of paying, what is it, $200 for Action Essentials, I'm going to show you how to easily create muzzle flashes using a simple lighter that's about $1. I'm going to show you how to create kind of a smoke asset using cocaine, flour, and a straw. And then you're probably wondering, what about shell assets? That's simple. Just find yourself a simple bullet shell of any kind, really. I mean, it's very simple. Oh, the math is so difficult. Why would you need math in that? And along with that, you're going to need one light of some sort. It could be a simple desk light like I have and I just stared into and now part of my eye's blurry. And a simple black background of some sort. It could be a wall. I prefer not a wall. If it's a wall, it needs to be like flat black that won't reflect light or anything of that kind. But you simply just need kind of a black sheet or something to put up on the wall. And yeah, I'm gonna get into it. But first, we're gonna get into muzzle flashes. It's adventure time. Come on, grab your friends. Join me. I would have sang the rest of the song, but that would probably be copyright, so let's go on an adventure. Wow. Alright, now the first effect, which I said before that we're going to do, is we're going to cover muzzle flashes that we use a simple lighter for. Now, in order to do this effect, you need a black background, and you need to turn all lights off. But first, you want to focus onto the lighter, like this area, so that way you get a clean, crisp kind of muzzle flash. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to just quickly, I'm looking at my LCD screen to see how, you see, like just those really quick ones, not one that's like the ones that look like flames. Like if you go like that, you're clicking down too long. You need to do it really quick. I mean, it lasts for 1 second in the video and they'll probably look pretty real anyway. Just to do that, and I'm going to show you an example of some that I did. Now the next effect that we're going to cover is creating your own smoke puffs. This is easy. All you need is to put a black sheet or keep the same one up that you used before for the muzzle flash. But you're going to need a light this time. And I'm using my can light. You can see it slightly. You're going to use your can light to light the asset, but you don't want there to be any light spill on this. I'm going to be turning off like my normal light and then my China wall and my desk light. Well, right now I'm going to keep it on for the sake of the video. Now what you're going to do is you're going to simply take your straw and put a tiny bit of flour right into the end of it. And I'm going to show you. Now if you can notice, there's barely any flour in the front of the straw. I'm going to show you how you have to blow into it. Don't say, yep, that's what she said. Shut up. Be mature. I'm going to show you how to do the effect itself. Now the way in which you want to do this is you get right out of frame, put the straw in your mouth, but make sure you're over top of the black. You want to just quickly blow straight into it. Now you may think to yourself, oh, this doesn't look so good. Well, that's where the editing software comes in to color correct it or get rid of any grain using contrast. And then with that, you can put it into your software, composite it, and then get a good effect. There's my phone. Now for the third and final effect, what we're going to use is a simple bullet shell. I mean, any kind. Now what you want to do is you want to find some object that can spin in a circle 180 degrees. Of course, that's a circle. What we're going to do is you're going to put a green background on that, whether it be like a shirt like I used, or something of that sort. Find something to put on top of the spinning object that you can paint green or put green fabric on, and you just simply place your shell on top of it, put the camera in front of it like so, like say this is where the camera is, and just spin the object so that way the shell will spin itself, and then you can position it however you need to in your video. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into the program to composite them all in. Now I personally use Adobe After Effects CS5. Now you can do this in almost any editing software other than, you know, like iMovie or Windows Movie Maker. I'm not dissing it. It's a good program to use to get started. That's what I started on. But for this kind of stuff, you can't use it. You need something more like Sony Vegas or Premiere, Final Cut, maybe. I don't know. For effects, I personally use Adobe After Effects, but let's get into it so that way I don't bore you, even though you're probably already bored. Yeah! Hello, y'all, once again. Now we're on the computer, as you can see. And what I'm going to be using is Adobe After Effects, of course. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I did the opening, the opening effect. Yes. Look at that face. Oh, just the determination. Staring at you in the camera. Can you see me in the corner? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Okay. I'm going to show you all the individual things that I actually did. Okay. Now, for instance, here's just my normal, how I would normally react to it. Alright, now the first thing I did, no, it wasn't the glow. It was the smoke. Okay, the smoke effect. Now, the smoke effect is done by actually using the opening, or the, not the opening, the one I used in the video where I showed you how to do it. I just took it, cut it down, just masked it out, and then used, what did I do? I took contrast so I could take out the whole back. Then I had to color correct it somewhat, and then just sized it up so that way it would end up being just a very quick muzzle flash, or smoke. For the muzzle flash, I used two. Well, the same one, but twice. Alright. This one is just the normal. Nope, that's my shell asset. This is the frame, where I just played through, found one I liked, which was of course this one. So I masked it out, used some contrast to get the background to be completely black, and there we go. Now for the second one, now what I did for this is it's the exact same one duplicated, but I added a radial fast blur effect, blur and sharpen, radial fast blur. So that way it kind of gives that flare effect, see? Added the other one, fast blur, other one, flat fast blur, other one, fast blur. Alright, and now the shell, you can see it. The shell is actually done by me, but I would advise that you maybe find a better way to do this, because my way was horrible. So I just basically, I kind of masked it out a little bit, very terribly, because I mean, it's going so quickly you don't really see it, and then key it out as best as I can. So what I end up with altogether is, so far, just this, and I know I could have made this slide go back by animating it, but I didn't really want to. I mean, I just wanted to show you how to do this homemade, which I actually like how the muzzle flashes are, because how they leave these sparks, it seems kind of more real to me. And then something else, of course, to do is to add the glow. Now this is done by masking out different areas, and then changing it to add, well, the mode. You change the mode to add, and then you kind of go to effects, color corrections, and curves to kind of mess with the coloring of these. But for me, the lighting was perfect enough that I did not have to, and it works together. So altogether, well, at least to me, you end up with a pretty good looking muzzle flash and smoke asset and all that, and made for probably under $5. So I want to thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to. It's really up to you. Not really, you don't have to, but yeah. Thank you. Subscribe, whatever, I don't care. I really hope I helped. And if you have any questions about how to do something, if I know how to do it, I'll give a tutorial and try to make it as easy as possible. Sorry about that. See y'all later.